Wow! Pickles! Lots of them.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Solorio Eats. So today we're gonna be getting into pickles. I'll be showing you guys how to make a cold pickle and a hot pickle. I'll be breaking down both of these pickles for you guys today. You know, you got your sweet, your spicy. We'll be using these guys for something else in the future. I'll be showing you guys what to use these for. And then we're pickling some jalapenos. These are great for tacos. So I'll be breaking down both of these styles for you guys today. You guys can make these at home, save you guys some money. You guys can make a lot more for yourself. But these things really slap. So we're just gonna jump into it and I'll show you guys how to make both of these.
So we're definitely gonna start with our hot pickle first. We're gonna need 1 pound of fresh jalapenos. Make sure that they're spicy. And to that, we're gonna be adding 1 yellow onion. We're also going to be adding a couple of carrots, and we're gonna need some fresh garlic. So we're going to take a whole bulb of garlic and we're gonna take out the cloves. That's what's gonna give us the freshest possible garlic. So we're gonna start by slicing our jalapenos. Make sure that you don't get any stems in there. We don't want none of that in there. We're gonna keep the seeds. That's what's gonna make this thing spicy. So don't get rid of the seeds. We're gonna need them. We're gonna add our yellow onion to this thing. This thing is gonna give us, you know, another layer of flavor. So we're gonna start by cutting the ends off, and then we're gonna cut it in half. Then we're gonna peel it. And now that we have it peeled, we're gonna cut it into chunks. So we're gonna add our carrots to this. You know, this is gonna add some sweetness. So we're just gonna cut the ends off, and then we're gonna start peeling away. After we have these things all peeled, then we're gonna take them and we're gonna start slicing them. And we're gonna be using our mandolin. And this thing is a monster. You know, this thing takes fingers, it takes hands, it takes limbs. So you really want to be careful with this thing, because this thing has taken so much from me. So much. So this is how thin we're gonna go. Nice little coins. Now that we have it all sliced up, we're gonna put it off to the side. And now it's time to take care of our garlic. You know, that's what's gonna give it more depth. It's gonna make this pickle more robust. So we're gonna take our garlic bulb and we're gonna cut it in half. And we're gonna take out all the garlic cloves. We're just gonna peel them one by one. Now that we have everything ready to go, we're gonna add everything to our sauce pot. And we're gonna bring this thing to a simmer, a low simmer. And then we're gonna add our canola oil. You know, canola oil has a high smoke point, so it's gonna keep everything from burning. We're gonna add our jalapenos to this. All right, make sure you give this thing a quick stir. Get that oil incorporated into the jalapenos. That's gonna help us sweat it out. And then we're gonna add our sweet carrots. So we're gonna hit this thing with a little bit more canola oil. It's gonna help us sweat out our carrots and our jalapenos. We don't want this thing to burn, and we want to make sure that we have enough oil. So now that we have our carrots and our jalapenos started, and they've started to sweat, we're gonna add our onions and our garlic, and we're gonna come in and we're gonna hit it with that kosher salt, not your granny salt. So the salt's gonna help us pull out any excess moisture out of our vegetables, and it's also gonna help preserve the pickle. Now we're gonna hit it with that BP black pepper, 1 teaspoon. We're also gonna add 3 bay leaves. So the bay leaves are gonna continue adding depth of flavor to our pickle. And we're gonna also add 1 tablespoon of dried oregano. So this is what it should look like after it's been sweated and we've added all of our spices. And to this thing, we're gonna add 1 pint of distilled vinegar. That's 16 ounces. So now that we've added our vinegar, now it's time to bring this thing up to a boil. Once we have it at a boil, we're gonna let it boil for 2 minutes. And then we can add it to our jar. Make sure your jar is heat proof. You don't want to have this thing shattering everywhere. All right, now it's time to make our cold pickle. Obviously, our hot pickle, we had to bring it up to a boil and pour it in hot. And our cold pickle, we're gonna add it cold. So we're gonna make our pickle, and then we're gonna cool it down and add it to our pickles. And that's what's gonna keep our pickles crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. So we're gonna go back to using our evil mandolin. evil. So you want to make sure to cut these semi-thick so they stay crunchy even after they're pickled. If you go too thin, they're just gonna get soggy.
Oh man!
Now that we have it all sliced, now it's time to put them into our jar. Our new, fresh jar. Since this is a cold pickle and it's not a hot pickle, it's gonna take a couple of days. You know, the pickle's gonna take longer to break down the cucumbers. All right, so to this, we're gonna add 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, half a cup of distilled vinegar, and then we're gonna be adding a whole cup of white sugar. So to this, we're gonna add a little bit of kosher salt, not your granny salt, kosher salt, a couple of pinches. So we're gonna hit it with some ground turmeric for some color, some celery seeds, and some mustard seeds. These things are gonna really impart a lot of flavor. And then we're gonna bring this all to a boil. And we're gonna let it cool down, and then we're gonna be ready to put it into our jar along with our cucumbers. Make sure you let it cool down before you go pouring it over your cucumbers. It's a cold pickle, not a hot pickle, but this is a cold pickle. So be patient. Soon enough, you'll have something really tasty in the fridge.
You been in hot and you been inside. I'm like a farmer, I'm outside. Don't change locations, I'm on the grind. I do my dance, hammer time. 1, 2, 2 step. 1, 2, 2.
So now you guys know how to make your own pickles at home, from a hot pickle to a cold pickle. But it was a lot of fun making these pickles with you guys today. And now you guys can, you know, make these for any sandwich, any meal. But once again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are new to the show, make sure you guys subscribe, you hit that bell icon, and you guys will be notified every time I drop a new food video every Sunday at noon. But until next time, love you guys.